Fuck the club, fuck the party, fuck wasting your nights trying to look cool for people who don't even care about you.
Most people, the bottom 80%, are lazy. And it's something that it's not polite to talk about. And they're surrounded by people who think the same way. You know, as much as 95% of your thinking is determined by the people that you associate with on a regular basis. If you associate with people who don't work hard, don't learn, socialize after work, then you become like them. You think like them, you talk like them, you dress like them, you marry them. And so you're married to someone who also has no ambition. And you raise children, and your children have no ambition. Just go to work and complain about your work. But taught people associate with other taught people. There is what you heard about the law of attraction. And the law of attraction says that if you change the way you think, you start to attract new people into your life. If you become aggressive about personal development and personal growth, you start to meet other people who think the same way. And the old groups of people that you associate with fall away, and the new group of people appears. So people say, well, where do I find positive people who are thinking about success all the time? First you become one, and then you'll naturally attract it.
Lo que está claro es que
The dots on this screen represent an adult life in months, assuming a life expectancy of 90. So if you're 18 years old right now, this is an optimistic estimate of the months that you have left. Take a second to take that in. Probably not as many as you would expect, and I'm sorry to say that it does get worse because about a third of that time is going to be spent sleeping. On average, 126 of those months will go to school and your career. About 18 will be spent driving, 36 cooking and eating, 36 doing chores and errands, and about 27 in the bathroom and taking care of personal hygiene. So that leaves you with 334 months for it.
Everything changed for me when I understood this philosophy. Learn to work harder on yourself than you do on your job. That's the simple philosophy that changed my life forever starting age 25. If you work hard on your job, you can make a living, which is fine. If you work hard on yourself, you can make a fortune, which is super fine. I didn't mind working hard on my job, but things didn't seem to change that much. Then I started working hard on myself to qualify. So let me put it in a philosophical phrase now. This is worth the price of whatever it costs for you to be here today. Here it is. Success is something you attract. Success is not something you pursue. It's something you attract.
We wait for you to get sick, and you do. Then once you are sick, we don't restore your health. We merely manage your symptoms. So we can manage your high blood pressure, we can manage your cholesterol, we can manage your pain, your arthritis pain, we can manage your diabetes. We don't cure you. The current healthcare system is a hoax. People have gone on a 40-day fast and cured their cancer. The body was never designed. Every day we were hunter-gatherers. We would find food. We'd eat it. We'd go without food till we found more. But we eat food all the time. We weren't designed to do that. And so you need to give the digestive system a rest. It's very, very active. You're putting a lot of wear and tear on the digestive system. You need to allow it to rest and repair. I recommend fasting on a regular basis. And I say I do it 1 day a week and then 7 to 10 days once a year.
Scattered thoughts, the endless distractions, they are not harmless habits. They are silent.
Your body recreates itself based on the thoughts you think. You create a new liver every 6 weeks, a new skin once a month. And in less than a year, you replace your entire body down to the last atom. And your thoughts are the architect in the recreation process. So if you are dealing with a health issue or simply want to optimize your health and well-being, repeat this affirmation every morning, afternoon, and night. My body is in perfect harmony. Every cell vibrates with radiant health, strength, and vitality. Save this post as a reminder and send it to someone who needs it. The more you say it, the more you program the vibration of health and vitality into your subconscious mind, which then programs it right into the cells of your body. Comment body. For a mind reprogramming tool that makes the subconscious rewiring process easy and effortless. Your body.
80% of autoimmune disease, which are diseases where the immune system attacks the body that it's supposed to protect, 80% of them happen to women.
Why?
I knew people before they got sick, and I knew them in their context of their families of origin. And these people had 4 significant characteristics. One is they tended to put her to be 10 best questions to ask a girl to make her like you.
Yo estudié en Harvard, pero nunca conocía.
What's the most important decision you're going to make in your life? What do you think it is? Who you marry? The spouse? The most important?
Everyone who ate breakfast this morning needs to hear this. Eating 3 meals a day was created by the Rockefeller Foundation. Our ancestors didn't eat 3 times a day. If they ate 3 times a week, that was a lot. Your body is meant to be in a fasted state. Why do you heal when you sleep? Because you're fasted. Your body's able to take the energy that it normally would use, breaking down and digesting food, and instead it's putting it towards healing and feeling sick. Don't go to the white coat who has no idea what he's talking about. Throw a 36-hour fast at it. Stem cells are activated. They go to the area of injury. They go to the areas that need healing. Your body thrives in a fasted state. Don't buy into the 3 meals a day. It was created to keep you fat, lazy, and reliant on the Rockefeller food system. Never should obesity be installed.
You overthink because you don't write. You are anxious because you don't act. You procrastinate because you don't have a plan. You stress because you don't train. You lack clarity because you don't journal. You feel lost because you have not searched for your purpose. You seek validation because you haven't found it within yourself. You feel overwhelmed because you try to control what's beyond your reach. All your problems have a solution. You just need to have the courage to take the first step.
Poem is one of my favorites since I was a boy at school. My father read it to me once, and I think it to me as a little boy summed up what a man should be. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowances for their doubt, you can dream and not make dreams of a monster.
Pay attention. If a man has no friends or a very small circle, don't get it twisted. The very, very secure man. He's learned that quality matters more than quantity, and he doesn't need an audience to validate his worth. His confidence comes from inside, not from the approval of others. He's not afraid to be alone because he knows his own strength. He is very selective with his...
What you can see in your mind is what will be produced. The brain broadcasts frequency, and it broadcasts a vibration. And if you can...
12 things you need to understand. 1. When you're winning, keep your mouth shut. 2. Don't tell people your plans. Wait till the results speak for give. Not everyone has a heart of flesh. 4. Every day you wake up, you have a new job to be better than yesterday. 5. You will never get what you want until you are grateful for what you have. 6. Sometimes what you're trying to hold on to is exactly what you should let go of. 7. If you want to buy things without looking at the price, work without looking at the clock. 8. God puts people in your life for a reason and removes them from your life for a better reason. 9. The devil wouldn't be attacking you so hard if there wasn't something valuable in you. Thieves don't break into empty houses. 10. You're going to set a lot of people off when you start doing what's best for you. 11. You will lose a lot of friends when you get really serious about your life goals. 12. Life does not get easier, you just get stronger. If you're not following, you're probably never going to see us again. But if you are...
They didn't change the music. They changed the frequency. Before the 1950s, music was tuned to 432 hertz. It's the frequency of nature. The earth, even...
What is the best advice you've ever heard or received?
Trees don't hang around with the grass, even though they all started from the same place.
Spend so much time on self-improvement that you have no time to criticize others.
The magic you are looking for is in the work you're avoiding.
If you're a friend of everybody, you're an enemy to yourself. There's no losing, only learning. There's no failure, only opportunities. There's no problems, only solutions.
If you always do what you always did, you'll always get what you always got.
If you're going to try, go.
God created the dog and said, sit all day by the door of your house and bark at anyone who comes in or walks past. For this, I will give you a lifespan of 20 years. The dog said, that's a long time to be barking. How about only 10 years and I'll give you back the other 10? God agreed. Then God created the monkey and said, do tricks and make people laugh. For this, I'll give you a 20-year lifespan. The monkey said, tricks for 20 years. How about I give you back 10 like the dog did? God agreed. Thereafter, God created the cow and said, you must go into the field with the farmer every day, have calves and give milk to support the farmer's family. For this, I will give you a lifespan of 60 years. The cow said, that's kind of a tough life for 60 years. How about 20 and I'll give back the other 40? And God agreed again. Then God created man and said, eat, sleep, play, marry, and enjoy your life. For this, I'll give you 20 years. But man said, only 20 years. Could you possibly give me my 20, the 40 the cow gave back, the 10 the monkey gave back, and the 10 the dog gave back? That makes 80, okay? Okay, said God, you asked for it. So that is why for our first 20 years we eat, sleep, play, and enjoy ourselves. For the next 40 years we slave in the sun to support our family. For the next 10 years we do monkey tricks to entertain the grandchildren. And for the last 10 years we sit on the front porch and bark at everyone. Life has now been explained to you.
Found it.
Here are the 6 Japanese techniques to overcome laziness. Number 1, Ikigai. Discover your purpose in life. Find something that makes you want to wake up each day because your purpose fuels you. Number 2, Kaizen. Focus on small improvements each day instead of trying to do everything at once. Number 3, the Pomodoro.
How to actually fall asleep fast when your mind doesn't want you to. I'm about to teach you a method that will feel like a light switch once you learn it. And no, it doesn't involve melatonin or supplements or taking a hot shower or reading a book before bed. Most people try to force their body to sleep while their mind is still awake. This is why you lie in bed and your thoughts keep running. Your heart feels restless and your brain refuses to.
Watch this. Google Maps. Find it.
Problem comes up. One of the best things to say is, all is well, everything is working out for my highest good, and out of this situation, this so-called problem, only good will come, and I am safe. And you know, this is something that's very powerful. All is well, everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this experience, only good will come, and I am safe. And what that does, it quiets your mind down, or my mind down, long enough.
My life only. If you are awake from the hours of 10 p.m. 4 a.m. if you're awake for 2 hours between 10 p.m. and 4.
There are 7 billion people in the world. So when one of them behaves badly toward you, he's actually doing you a great favor because he's saving you time. He's telling you that he's not worth your while. He's freeing you to say thank you for the information and will now move on to the 6,999,999,999 other people, some of whom may have some value.
If he could do it, he believed.
Kill lust before it kills you. Lust isn't just temptation, it's destruction disguised.
If you watch porn or used to masturbate a lot, you absolutely...
We want you to save it for
because it...
The secret is to get and hold fast in your mind the mental image of the person you would most like to be. Then
Elon Musk just posting, Optimus will be the von Neumann probe. Now, before you get to, hang on, what the hell does that even mean? I just want to underscore something. This is an extremely important statement, one that will be ignored by almost every analyst on Wall Street. The one exception most likely to be Adam Jonas, who's probably going to put out an entire report on this. He is, after all, a massive nerd, and that's a compliment. A big hint about the unintended astronomical scale and long-term future of the Optimus humanoid robot. For those of you who aren't massive nerds and wondering what the hell does that even mean, what is a von Neumann probe? Basically, self-replicating, space-faring robots/spacecraft that can autonomously head out, explore and or colonize the galaxy and eventually the whole fucking universe. For those of you who ever see a post on X and don't already know about this feature, let's see what Grok has to say on this. Click a post, it'll explain it for you. Grok says, Elon Musk's post declares that Tesla's Optimus humanoid robot will serve as a von Neumann probe, a concept from mathematician John von Neumann's 1940s work on self-replicating machines capable of autonomous exploration and replication using extraterrestrial resources. So if you're a Tesla investor, I really want you to take a moment to let this sink in, especially if you're not particularly imaginative. Musk is now making statements about the Optimus humanoid robot, its long-term intent, on a multi-galactic scale. Do you understand? Remember, he just said this at Tesla's annual shareholder meeting.
We're going to launch on the fastest production ramp of any product, of any large complex manufactured product ever. I don't know where we're going to put the 100 million unit production line. Maybe on Mars, I don't know. But I think it's going to literally get to 100 million a year, maybe even $1 billion a year.
Ignore these statements, in fact, warnings from Musk at your own peril. He's literally thinking hundreds of millions, billions of robots per year, creating sustainable abundance for all on Earth, going beyond that, exploring and then colonizing the whole fucking galaxy and or universe/universes. Actually, stick that in your spreadsheet and smoke it. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, another life was actually a designer. Lots of little things going on, including creating a typeface that I called Outer Space, and yes, it's extremely hard to read, that's kind of the whole point. Something designer. This is 17 years old. And why am I bringing this up? That same typeface was created to be used on this little project where I imagined a self-replicating fleet of terraforming nanobots, aka von Neumann probes, heading out, exploring, colonizing, terraforming the galaxy. To see Musk today, post-Optimus will be the von Neumann probe, is music to my fucking ears, not just as a nerd, but a Tesla investor. The scale that he is thinking, planning, aiming for, literally astronomical. So when Musk at the annual shareholder meeting very recently talks about Gen 1 Optimus production lines with 1 million units per year of capacity, quickly next gen 10 million, then 100 million, possibly billion plus per year. And then he posts this. He's serious. Do you understand? He means this. And now back to Earth. FSD 14.2.1. Devon posting this, showing FSD turning around for an accident. I'll let the video speak for itself.
Okay. What's it gonna do here? We're coming up to an accident. Wow. Holy, really good job. We're turning around. I didn't do any of this. FSD did everything here. Incredible. Amazing. Holy. So we just came up on an accident. And full self-driving turned around on its own and is now navigating home via like a new route. So
experienced that. Definitely going to share that because I think this clip is so cool. Well done, Tesla. That's a really neat feature. I've never seen that.
Certainly very cool. Now, essentially what happens here? FSD, cruising along, sees an accident, entire road is blocked and thinks, yeah, fuck that shit, I'm turning around. Very impressive. Notice, by the way, how quickly the decision was made. We're just going to watch this one more time, just how quickly, between getting visual confirmation, yeah, I definitely can't get around here, the road is completely blocked, making a decision.
Okay. What's it going to do here? We're coming up to an accident. Wow.
Extremely impressive. Almost instantly made the decision. Elon Musk just posting, Optimus will be the von Neumann probe. Now, before you get to, hang on, what the hell does that even mean? I just want to underscore something. This is an extremely important statement, one that will be ignored by almost every analyst on Wall Street. The one exception most likely to be Adam Jonas, who's probably going to put out an entire report on this. He's, after all, a massive nerd, and that's a compliment. A big hint about the, unintended, astronomical scale and long-term future of the Optimus human robot. Losing.
There are moments in American politics when the ground doesn't just shake, it breaks. And in Minnesota, boys, there are two types of women.
4 words that'll change your life. I do it anyways. Tired? I do it anyways. No support? I do it anyways. Scared shitless? I do it anyways. Afraid of failure? I do it anyways. Fear of rejection? I do it anyways. You don't build an amazing life or business or relationship by waiting for the perfect moment. You do it by showing up every day, regardless of how you feel, you do it anyways. That's how you win the game of life. With the
What's the one change that people could make that would have the biggest impact on their longevity?
The one change is you gotta get your vitamin D level up.
Doing this to yourself before bedtime every night will not.
This is the strongest natural anti-inflammatory that exists.
President Donald Trump announcing he is going to terminate all of Joe Biden's auto pens. This is spectacular, and I'm going to tell you why. The media is all over this shit already. They're like, he can't do that, right? But what if he does? Well, the Democrats have two choices. They can either allow him to do it and admit that Joe Biden was not of his right mind and capable of running the country, or they can sue him to say, you can't do that. And of course, President Trump is anticipating them to sue him. But here's what happens when they do. Donald Trump and the DOJ now become privy to discovery, testimony, internal logs, medical records, staff communications, auto pen records, all of it, under oath. Discovery. It's epic. It's a honey trap. So witnesses are going to be asked, who was running the White House? Were presidential duties done outside of the scope of the actual president of the United States? And they're forced to answer, because otherwise it's fraud, it's perjury. And if the courts rule that the auto pen was invalid based on the testimony, then all executive orders are nullified, all military direction nullified, agency actions, legislative signature. It would basically erase Joe Biden's entire presidency. And this would be the biggest scandal in our lifetimes. This is an absolute honey trap. It is a win-win situation. And this is epic.
Shut up, suit up, show up. Now I'm speaking to myself when I say this. Shut up means stop whining. You know, there are people who don't have...
Lungs will be good as new in just 7 days.
If you can touch your ears with your hands and hold for...
The truth is, you must keep going.
I repeat, sex is not love. Going on dates is not love.